Est-ce que vraiment you go le cousin congolais sans qu'on n'a pas de raccord? What is wrong with me, guys? I don't know. Like, I feel like deep inside of me, I am. I'm joking. Mahmalou vibes. Alright, so you probably know why you're here. Okay. Am I still recording in one day and changing shirts? Yes, sis. Who records videos in one day and still make it happen? I do. At this point, I'm giving you homecoming vibes. Like, Beyonce is I am Beyonce. Let's get into it. So welcome back, guys, on my channel. I really wanted to push myself to do these videos today, hence the reason I am recording so much, and I'm just changing very small details, maybe my earrings and my shirt. But I really wanted to put these videos out. I've been so MIA on my channel, and Naniana m'a vu dans quelque chose quoi. Donc plutôt vraiment on veut dire que what is wrong with me? I'm going to do the Congolese tag. I've done this before here on YouTube, but I've never done it on my channel. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something fun. I'm dabbling here and there to see, like, you know, what really, I don't want to say what works for my channel, because I kind of want this to be a multifaceted. I wanted to showcase who I am as a person, and I'm a very multifaceted person. So I really want to share what things I find interesting, and obviously want to disclose certain things about myself. And of course, as you know, I am Congolese, donc une Congolaise qui se respecte. So I'm gonna do the Congolese tag. If you clicked on this, obviously because you wanted to see the tag. Now I'm gonna tell you where to fast forward, so you can just go to the video. I'm gonna comment down below because I don't know, I'm just recording this right now. But we're going to get into it. So, Lingana na zoloba na mutu na yokensi na utawai. Of course, Kinshasa. What? Yo, I've never understood the concept of Congo, eh? Like, no lie, real nigga shit. I've never understood it. Like, why is there two fucking separate countries named Congo? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, what is that about? Why is it still popping? Like, what? Anyways, I'm from Kinshasa, Congo. I have not been in Kin in a hot minute. In a while, like since I left. I'm trying to go though. I have the abilities to go, but when I go, I really just want to enjoy. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna go. I'll keep you guys in touch when I'm going. Honestly, I have some of my best memories in Congo, because when I lived in Congo, that's when everybody still lived there, so my aunts and uncle. And in Congo, you live in a house like with everybody, and it's just a different dynamic. Like, you don't have much. When I look back at our house, like, we didn't have the biggest house, but it somehow fit like my whole entire mom's side of the family in there. And not to count like summer vacation when everybody was just there. And like I said, like, some of my best memories I remember are just that, like being surrounded by so much family love and just all of that. Mais oui, je suis une Congolaise qui se respecte, donc Linga, les Vanda, Monique Zaban, Pikutuba, Congo. Donc c'est ça. So yes, I do speak my languages. I speak the official language, which is French. I also speak the mother tongue, which is Lingala. Donc Lingala et Vanda danger. And I speak Kikongo. So from my mother's side of the family, I am from Bandundu, which is in Bakongo, and we speak Kikongo. It's actually funny how I learned Kikongo. It's because essentially the point was that my mom, my aunts, my grandma all spoke Kikongo whenever they wanted to speak of things that they didn't want me to understand. But boy, we keep it snapping at Simba. So within like time I learned. So I'm pretty much fluent in Kikongo at this point. Well, I already said that. So na lingala na expliquer biyo comment ce que na bi koloba lingala na bi koloba français na bi koloba Kikongo. In Kikongo mun kezaba pi kutuba Kikongo, which means I know how to speak Kikongo. Okay, so I'm making the transition of being a non-meat eater, and one thing I just love about being Congolese is we have so many like food that cater to the lifestyle I'm trying to live. So as a non-meat eater, I have so many options. I used to only like pondu, but you know, the older I'm getting, the more acquired my taste is also getting. So I don't mind fumboa, which is pretty much a peanut sauce or peanut stew with veggies. I like fumboa, dongo, like what's dongo is okra. Yeah, dongo is okra. And I think I learned to appreciate our okra dish after I had Ghanaian okra dish. And not to say the Ghanaian one was not good, but it's just like I like how much flavor ours has. And yeah, so probably between pondu, fumba, and dongo, those are my 3 favorite. And misili, you need to be a real nigga to know misili for real. So if you don't know misili, don't at me. Don't at my name, okay? Sure. Honestly, as much as we have so many things to work on, I don't think there's anything I would rather be than Congolese. Like, we have so much flavor. No, pause, back. Take 2 steps back. I've never met a group of people with confidence like Congolese people. Like, Congolese people's confidence just make me go, wow. What a wow. Like, Congolese people are so confident that they will be in the wrong, but they will convince you they're right. You will be bringing sense into their head, but they'll look at you like, metala petio. Like, if I translate petio, what petio mean, it pretty much means like, look at this little girl or little boy, whatever. But, well, at least that's what the concept of the word is. But the Congolese person would just minimize you because the confidence is on 1,000, not 100, but 1,000. And I like how we stand so proudly in our culture and in our ways. And I just hope that we're able to also take that and, you know, just kind of better ourselves, because I feel like with a lot of Congolese people, we feel like we're never in the wrong. And I like that in a way, because that's how we've been able to sustain certain things of our culture. But it's also definitely a conversation to be had. So to answer the question, I love just how proud, can I even speak English? I love how proud we are of our culture. Wherever you are, you can always recognize a Congolese person, whatever setting they're at, they're definitely repping, and they're repping with pride, okay? Now, my last video that I made of this tag, Congolese people wanted to come at me because they're like, oh, Congolese people have name. Let me explain this once and for all. So go explain this to your mom and your dad, okay? So you don't come typing nonsense on my freaking comments. We have our fellows, for example, Nigerians will name their firstborn girl a certain name, or firstborn boy a certain name, or, you know, like Ghanaians name their kids after the days. Like for me, I'm Friday born, so technically my name is Afia. I'm a mess. But I'm not aware that we have something like that. Like my last name means something in Lingala, but I don't consider it like my Congolese name because that's just my last name. Everybody has a last name, you know what I mean? So to answer that, I am not aware of a Congolese name that I have. I have a first name, I have a middle name, and I have a last name. And my first name, which I'm in the midst of changing, has literally no meaning to me being Congolese. There's literally no correlation between my name and me being Congolese. My middle name, I am named after my grandma, which is Sophie, and my last name is just my last name. My last name means white person. My last name is Mundele. Like, if that's what you want to consider my Congolese name, I guess you be my guest. Obviously, like the obvious, I just hate how corrupt we are. Like, as people collectively, I feel like we've gone to a point mentally where we know we are corrupt, but nobody does the work. And that really hurts me because I feel like throughout all these years that we have, you know, experimented with, you know, a president that didn't want to go out of power for 32 years. Like, who's in power for 32 years? Who does that? And then you have another president that we had to question his nationality throughout his whole like presidency, and just it's very overwhelming. But overall for me, it's just the corruption and the brainwashing that has taken place in the country breaks my heart. You know, you can take the people out of the situation, but when it's mental, when it's in your head, it's really hard to detach from. It's not undoable, but it's really hard. So that's what I find with a lot of Congolese people, even the ones that are abroad, and you see them projecting that onto their kids. They have a certain way of thinking, and I find it to be very close-minded. So that is probably the one thing I hate. I don't think I'm much different than any other Congolese people. I don't even like identifying myself as different because I feel like this is very triggering for me to talk about, even because I find that Congolese people's definition of being different is it's not being Congolese. You know, a lot of us, or I have heard this from people that grew up in the country. You know, you have parents that would tell their kids, I don't want you speaking Lingala in the house, we only speak French. Or they want to stray away from the culture. And I'm a proud Congolese girl. I love being Congolese. I rep it. I've always repped it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm from Toronto. I'm not from, but I grew up in Toronto, where there was a point in time where essentially being African was automatically put in the aspect of, you know, the starving child that was, you know, being shown in the commercials on TV. But I quickly got over that, and I've always been very proud of being Congolese. One memory that I remember, which is really funny, I remember in grade 6 we had to talk about our favorite musician, and I was made fun of for the rest of my class because I made a project about Papa Wemba, but for me it was like, that's generally my favorite artist. And so I don't think I am much different from any other Congolese people. Like, I love the culture, I love the food, I love the music. It's just I've done the inside work. I have allowed myself to push past any social stigmas, whether it comes from mental health, financial literacy. These are things that are not necessarily considered a norm in our culture, and I have pushed the envelope to actually learn about it and dismantle it and actually promote it in my surroundings. So that's about it. But I wouldn't say I'm any different from your casual Congolese girl that likes, you know, that enjoys Fali, Kofi, Ferre, Alain Moloto, Atoms, First of all, don't let my Anglais na munoko fool you, okay? Don't let my English fool you. Like I said, deep down in my soul, there's Mère Malou living. Like, you need to know me to know that. Like, I just love everything. For me, when I listen to like Kwadakora or some Madilu, I'm just like, yes, like this is what life is about. So, you know, my friends like to make fun of me and be like, I'm the most tontine. So tontine is not just like the word tontine. Tontine is pretty much auntie, but it's not just like an age or how I carry myself. It's like I really be about that life. Like, I watch theater, I enjoy good music, I enjoy good food, I enjoy it all. For me, like, that's who I am, you know? I was taken away from the country at such an early age, but I'm so grateful that I grew up in a home where culture was promoted all the times. Like, I'm happy that I speak Lingala. My Lingala accent might not be the best, but I understand everything and I can hold down a conversation, and I'm comfortable holding down a conversation, and I am happy that I've always promoted that around me. Like, I remember I grew up in Toronto, but it's like I always refer to my friends as Yaya, and Yaya is a sign of respect when you're talking to an elder. And I remember I was like 16 I just called everyone Yaya to the point where I now take it to work. Like, I be talking to some of my girlfriends and I'm like, Yaya, and some of them actually reply with that. So probably the most Congolese girl. Do we want to talk about this? Do we really want to talk about this? Because I will go back to like, okay, let's break it down. In terms of artists, vraiment international. I'm not, oh, I don't listen to secular, or I only listen to gospel, or oh no, I only listen to secular, I don't listen to gospel. I listen to everything. To me, music is music. Like, if there's a good beat, a good rhythm, nice words, I like it. So if I have to say my favorite artist, my top 5 favorite artists in no particular order would have to be Kofi Olomide. For me, it's like, he's so problematic, but I stand a problematic king. Fally, I have to give it to him because I feel like he did not get enough credit when he left Quartier Latin. Like, I was expecting him to just end up like every other artist that has left Quartier Latin, but the fact that he's been able to like make a brand name for himself, I rate that. So Fally. Ferre, I don't, there's a certain time I really liked Ferre. I liked Ferre when he was in Maison Mère, and I liked Ferre's first album, but that's about it. Like, I like his like Seven music, but nothing new that he's recently put out really made me move. But I'll put Ferre there. Wera, for me, like when I listen to Wera, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, might as well just become a shaker at this point. That's how I feel, but you know, we stand. For the sake of Bandundu, I'll say Were. And the 5th one, I would have to say Franco. Franco is an amazing artist to me. My favorite bands, this one is by order. BCBG, because to me it's like, and I like BCBG like, not like when I'm talking about like TH album, like that BCBG. This current BCBG is also not bad, but it's just like, it doesn't have the same energy for me. And then Quartier Latin. Those are my favorite 2 bands, I want to say. And if we want to go female, we have Billy Abel, we have Bongo Love, Betty Masikini, and obviously when we go like gospel, I'm still not over Alain Moloto's death. I don't think that's just one of those deaths. I'm like, Alain Moloto is Nipsey Hussle for me at this point. Like, I'm never getting over it, ever. So Alain Moloto, Adorant l'Éternel, the original group, love it. Atoms, a real one. Henri Papa is also really good. Moïse Mbie, there's only certain songs that I like of him. Surprisingly, I'm not a big fan of Mike Kalambayi. Like, I like certain songs of Mike Kalambayi, but I'm not like a big fan. Like, I'm not a big fan. Although I did meet him at his concert when he came to Toronto, and I thought he was much more approachable and much more sweeter than Moïse Mbie. Huascool Matope, Deningonde, Matu Samuel. Papa Charles Montbaya, R.I.P. L'éternel a pris hélas, l'impudicité, and what's that lady's name? Like, that song comes hard. I don't know, I can never choose. I feel like, if anything, Congo, we do not get recognized enough for our music, and to be asked about just one artist, like, that's ridiculous. I love all artists from Congo. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please comment, like, subscribe. Are you guys gonna like this video? Alright, so let me know what you think down below. I am going to put the link to my Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Let's keep in touch and let me know what you want to see next.